November 17, 2023. And this one I'm sending directly out to our government, of which I am a citizen of the United States of America. And I believe in the Constitution, Bill of Rights, and the principles that made our country was founded upon. You know, the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and to be able to, freely engage or freely be proud of your religion, of your country. But see, here's where y'all went way wrong. I want to tell you, my government, because I don't want y'all to think I'm trying to work against the government. I believe in the separation of powers, the three parts of the government: legislative, executive, and what's the other one? Judicial? I'm not sure. Maybe I got the last one wrong. But yeah, I think that's it. Legislative, executive, and judicial. And the separation that they can all check each other, one another. See, but where y'all went way wrong was back right after John F. Kennedy, Robert Kennedy, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, all of them were killed. I'm not saying the government did it because I don't know that. So let's get that clear. Okay? Whatever my suspicions may be, I don't have proof of anything, so I don't go out on a limb like that. Okay? So let's get that clear. But what y'all did, our government, y'all did the diversity bills so you wouldn't have to deal with reparations, because black people were an economic force and they were boycotting everything thanks to Martin Luther King, using their economic power peacefully to force change, and were brutalized even for that, for peacefully marching or for peacefully wanting to not have to sit at the back of a bus or be segregated. And guess what? Now you got migrants, illegal migrants, roaming and doing whatever they want, whether it's crimes, whether it's flash mobs stealing, whether it's sex trafficking, human trafficking, drug trafficking. And they all want to make the excuse they had to. That's bullshit! Niggas been here for like 2 generations now. Yo, so how the fuck you had to when you had access to the U.S. education system? Just like black people or white folks who don't want to fucking study, which we call niggas or we call white trash, okay? They didn't want to study. That's why they didn't get ahead and they didn't give a damn about learning English and none of that. So how the fuck you gonna get ahead? Nah, it was all about, well, we'll get in here and then we'll just do things our way. We'll hire our own people so we don't have to worry about learning English. We don't want to anyway, because we're here to use American people, not to become part of American. And you know it's true? Black Americans identify themselves as black Americans because we weren't treated as Americans. We just said we're American. I grew up saying I'm American. I didn't grow up saying I'm black American. I see my people around me doing it and I wondered why. Then I realized why. Because we weren't being treated as Americans. We were trying to have some kind of an identity. Since we were denied identity here in our country, we were denied to even be considered human. We were always segregated or abused. Even lynching went on in 1980, yo. And my best friend, for Pam, who, whatever, we might not be now, whatever. But it is a fact that her nephew, Sammy, was lynched down south, too. And that was, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago or less. Maybe about 10 years. So, with the sundown towns and all of that, guess what? See, what y'all did was, y'all imported division, and I'm going to tell you how. We didn't want to be divided. We weren't treated as as Americans, definitely not treated as Africans. The Africans definitely think they're better than us, and I don't want to be African anyway. I got African DNA, I got white DNA, I got American Indian DNA, but I'm American, okay? I wouldn't want to be considered African either. That go back to Africa bullshit. For what? So they could try to sell me and my kids again, like the chieftain said I would have a lot more money if I was a chief back in that day. Yeah. And he looked like he was drunk, and I didn't think he was. It's the intergenerational alcoholism from over 400 years of selling your people for guns, rum, and trade and mirrors to the white man. And now having that, convenient memory loss that you did it. But there was never a war on Africa's shore to stop them white men from coming, and never Africans came to America to get our people, their people back. that they sold. They didn't want them back. So that's our people. As soon as them slave ships left, they were no longer African. And we were never treated as American. That's why they started having the black pride for black America, because there was none for us. We were always told, less, treated as less than. Always. I remember having a job with a woman who wasn't even racist. Joy Cohen, nice lady. And when she realized how intelligent I was, she said, "Where are you from?" I said, "Harlem." You should have seen the look on her face. She couldn't believe it. You could see it going right across her forehead. Harlem? No, like we're all supposed to be stupid. She came from Harlem? Unbelievable. Yes, believable, because I studied and I love to read and I love books and libraries. Now you're taking the books to libraries. We're being segregated and all of that. Well, we're going to do our peaceful marching and peaceful protesting like Massa Biden said is okay to do. Huh? Thank you, Massa Biden. Huh? And so that's what we're going to do. But I want y'all to know, my government. I still love and respect my government. I just wish y'all wasn't corrupt. And I wish you wasn't trying to hide the history of what you did to my people so you don't have to give reparations. We don't want the whole country like y'all stole the whole country. Nah, with that manifest destiny bullshit. Huh? From my American Indian ancestors. No, we just want to go to court just like they did and get a safe space for our kids. Where our kids won't have to have drunk Mexicans y'all inviting in or Mexican anchor babies throwing fucking Mexican migrants or anchor babies, drunk grown-ass women throwing a beer bottle at a little girl 11 years old and not even call it a hate crime. They never want to call it a hate crime. You know why? Because they don't think it's a hate crime because they perfectly fine with it. It's just a crime. Hate crime. We don't care. Because they hate us themselves, some of them. Or just don't give a damn. Including the rich black folks at the top. Huh? Including fucking Obama and his wife who said, "You said, Obama, we all immigrated from somewhere." Where'd you immigrate from? Hawaii or Kenya? Because my people, we didn't immigrate, black Americans. So I guess you ain't black American, motherfucker. My people was dragged in chains. That's how our ancestors got here. So I know what the fuck you're talking about, Obama. Come debate me face to face anytime. I'll shred you with your Trojan horse, rocking people to sleep with your black skin. You wasn't nothing but the same shit in a different color. That's all you were. And you did nothing for our communities, nothing for Chicago. The blood streets still running red with blood. Chicago, New York, LA, wherever. They do nothing about it, or reparations either. So I will, because we'll definitely do that. And all I want, and most of my people want, is peace. We're worn out with y'all. I see all my people looking bewildered, like, yo, what the fuck is going on? We're being replaced and marginalized. Because they know they wasn't going to keep getting the black vote. They were losing the black vote because they wasn't doing nothing for us. The Democrats, the liberals. And I'm not saying necessarily we need to vote for the Republicans. We need to vote for whoever's going to give us reparations. Now! And if not, make our own political party. With all due respect, go to court with all due respect. And let's see if how they bent over backwards to do court shit and court cases for migrants, talking about moral crisis, humanitarian crisis, and we have obligation. No, that was us. You have the moral crisis with what you did to our communities and our black people. Humanitarian crisis for the slavery and the hundreds of years, of 50, 60 years of slave breeding. Another 50, 60 years, even after civil rights. Still, black people don't get ahead because of all the systematic sabotage you do to our communities, telling our kids, what do you want to be when you grow up? Let me translate that for y'all. It means which one of my businesses or my kids' businesses or my friends' businesses that I work with do you want to be a worker be in when you grow up? Because we're not putting enough money or we're even watering down the educational system, so it's impossible. You will never be a business owner because you're not learning anything to be a business owner in fucking high school or college unless you go for a specific program. And if not, you're fucked. And they have all of these things they teaching. Since when? Since when? They never taught that shit. They taught us what we needed to learn. Academics. Not 157 flavors of genders that's not nowhere in the nature or animal kingdom. Miss me with the bullshit. Ain't nobody peeing down my leg and selling me it's rain or feeding me shit and telling me it's chocolate pudding. So my government, I want you to know, in no way am I trying to work against you. Just like the American Indians don't. They were worn out with your warmongering, your white folks and your culture of corruption and culture of conquest and cannibalizing other nations for your benefit and stealing intergenerational wealth and then giving people back apologies or symbolic victories like changing the names on pancake mix. Miss me with the bullshit. We need two states that are not landlocked, and we need money. Not a lot. We would take less. Hey, as long as we get some land, at least we get back a little intergenerational wealth, and then everything that we create after that is ours. We'll put up a wall if need be, so y'all will never fear black people again. We'll take all our gangbangers and all that, so you won't say the bullshit about